Oh, I see it. Yeah, yeah,
Man, this guy is speaking at the Harris headquarters, man, talking about how she won't be speaking tonight. You don't look that happy, man. You don't look like a very happy camper right now.
Well, she doesn't want to face the music.
Let's see who else.
Oh, somebody in the thing said, oh, Trump for New York and 246 to 182.
Don't leave, Tammy. Stay. I see that Kevin just came in. If Kevin wants to come on to this to the chat as a guest, just request it, Kevin. Great to see you, Kevin.
So how many people do you recognize every time you go by?
Usually the people that I recognize the most are the subscribers, the gifters, and the people who comment on Discord a lot. Because you have to be honest with ourselves, man. There's so many comments that go through the chat. Today is not as many comments as sometimes. Thank you, Big Al. So it's like my mind, you can't remember all the comments, but you remember things that flash across your screen. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just the way human nature is conditioned. So it's like I said, Ashlyn, I see you. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's and then people who watch a lot, who interact a lot with this, like Too Tall, just people that are always here watching, I recognize them. But I probably recognize 50 people to maybe 50 to 60 people out of 300,000 some followers that we have. Thank you for the heart. Thank you, L. Thank you, my sweet. That's how we move up the rankings. So it is, man. This thing is not looking good. This thing is. Thank you, Dorito and Medical. It is not looking good. It is not looking good for the Democrats. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of 2016 when Hillary said she wasn't going to speak that night. Thank you, William, for medical coding. It reminds me of 2016. That's what it reminds me of. And then she conceded very late at night.
Well, CNN says 182 for Harris and 246 for Trump.
That's what I'm seeing too. We got some background noise coming from Teresa.
Daniel, someone asked a question.
Sorry.
Someone asked a question on the chat, and that's actually a good question. Are there any casinos in China?
Marlene Dixon, of course I remember Marlene Dixon. So there are casinos in China, but it's confined to one place. It's called Macau. We're actually going there this month. Before we go to Taiwan, we're actually going to go to Macau and stream. The last time we were in Macau was like, I think April. So for a lot of you guys that weren't watching the channel, Georgia just got called. Georgia, Donald Trump. So yeah, we're going to Macau. That's the only place you can gamble in China is Macau, one city. Nowhere else can you gamble. But there's also a lot of places that are like underground.
Oh, yeah.
Like parlors and shit, in neighborhoods. The cops don't really care. They don't, they're not gambling big money. They're playing like cards or mahjong. But in terms of actual casinos, only one place in China. That's Macau. And we are going to stream there. Please follow the channel if you haven't. We're going to be streaming there.
So why did they combine it to one place?
That's a historical reason. Macau has actually been a casino area ever since. Macau used to be a Portuguese colony, and then it was returned to China in 1999. Before then, the Portuguese had allowed gambling in Macau, and the Chinese government just kind of felt like, okay, we're going to take it back as a part of China, but we're going to continue to allow the tradition of allowing gambling on the island of Macau. And so it's been that way ever since. And also, you got to understand, man, there's 1 billion people living in China. They do need entertainment. They need a way to release, right? They need entertainment in their life, right? So it does. So they keep it to that one, because you got to understand, it's a communist country. It's a socialist country. gambling isn't really aligned with, you think about it, right, with socialist values, right? So they don't really want that stuff on mainland China. They're going to keep it separated from Macau. As a matter of fact, another interesting point. So for people living in mainland China, they cannot go to Macau unlimited. If you live in Guangdong province, where I live, you can go to Macau as much as you want, I think. But for people that live in other parts of China, you can only go to Macau twice, sometimes only once a year. Okay? You can't go there as much as you want. So even though it's a part of China, Macau is a part of China, it's not something that is very easy for you to go to because it's a special autonomous region. You actually need a card that'll get you entry. So as an American passport holder, if you're an American, the fun thing about being an American is you can go to Macau as much as you want. It is visa free for Americans, and you can stay, I believe, 30 days at a time. You can stay in Macau 30 days at a time, and then you can stay in Hong Kong for 90 days at a time. So, yeah, you can go to Macau as much as you want. Ashlyn, I'm excited to go to Thailand as well. Visa free, Jeannie. Absolutely, visa free. If you go to Hong Kong, China, you can take a boat or you can go by car over one of the biggest bridges in the world and you can end up in Macau. No visa needed whatsoever. And they don't stamp your passport either. No stamping in your passport. It's great. I love going to Macau. We'll be there. We'll be there this month. We'll stream a few days in Macau.
But we won't be able to stream in the casino.
Exactly. We're going to try to stream the casinos a little bit, but probably not the gambling part, the food. We'll show you what it looks like inside. I was
don't
there.
show any like the alcohol or nothing. I know TikTok's going to be all over that.
Right. So, yes, you can stay in Hong Kong for 90 days. You can go to Macau for 30 days. But someone just said it. You can go to Hong Kong. You can go to Macau. If you go back to Hong Kong, the 30 days reset. But you can go back to Macau for another 30 days, unlimited. So you can really go unlimited.
Basically, you can stay there as long as you want.
This thing is not looking good. This thing is pretty much over. This thing is pretty much over, everybody.
Yeah, it's double.
This thing is not looking good at all. If Pennsylvania gets called, I mean, this election is over. This election is over. If Pennsylvania gets called, he just won Georgia. That's 2 battleground states that he won already.
Yep.
I mean, Harris is behind by a lot in Pennsylvania. She's behind by a lot in it's not looking good at all.
Daniel,
In Wisconsin, she's behind.
You want to see my daughter's cat? Look,
Oh, I see it.
say hi.
I see it. I
Yeah.
love it. You got robbed in Hong Kong? No way.
Oh, wow. That makes me sad when that happens.
I will be in Macau very soon, man. I appreciate your support, Peter. Thank you, Random.
Yeah, my mom last year, she went to Paris with my aunt, her sister, and she got
What happened?
pickpocketed on the train, and they took her phone and she was without a phone for the rest of her trip. And she was heartbroken and she was so upset. And she said, I knew not to put my phone in my pocket. And it literally happened. She only took the train one stop. And so it just happened in a blink of an eye.
I know it's not safe over there, and a lot of. Oh, here my food at. Here go my food.
Ooh, boy.
And this is when I have
I
to
wonder
leave.
what was going to get here. I'm going to be hungry. Don't they have a yellow suit on or something?
You saw that, right?
The reason we got 2 packages is I had 2 coupons. If I put both orders in one order, I can only use 1 coupon. So we ordered from the same restaurant, but we put in 2 different orders so we could use both coupons. We call that using your head. Using your head, everybody.
We'll call that the Daniel way.
Noggin.
Here we go.
Tell y'all, man, we got to get our coupons in.
Oh, yeah, Daniel, does Hong Kong still have those cage homes?
Yes.
Get rid of it. They
Yes,
do?
they do.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
they do.
I thought one time they got rid of them at one point.
They will never get rid of them because Hong Kong is an expensive ass city. Okay, it's an expensive ass city, and people need a place to live. Sleeping in a cage home is better than sleeping in the streets, I guess, is the way they rationalize it. Sad, honestly, it is sad, but
I mean, I guess being indoors is better than out.
right, right. Here go my goose liver.
Ugh. You can have it.
She said, "You can have it."
She's like, no, not for me.
I'm good. I gotta change my shirt real quick, man.
That you put a bunch of ketchup all over it.
I gotta change my shirt real quick. This is my outside shirt. This is my nice shirt, man.
Go get your evening shirt.
Hold on one second.
Well, he's got a cute little place.
I know. Daniel, let the ladies see your muscles, Daniel. That's what they're here for.
That's what I was about to say, man. I'm about to change off camera. Because I'm not trying to
We ain't showing
We're here
nothing.
for you, man.
I can kind of see you in the mirror.
I ain't giving it away for free.
I can see you in the mirror.
I can see your reflection.
See you in the mirror, brother.
Oh, man.
We're gonna
man.
fan our
Ladies.
$1 bills.
Oh, man. I ain't trying to give it away for free.
Take advantage, ladies.
Show them guns, someone says. Muscles.
This is my indoor shirt right here.
Well,
This is my
Trump
indoor
does.
shirt. It's okay.
Indoor shirt looks like the same shirt.
Man, it's I wear this indoor.
Well, that person that says Harris needs Michigan, well, I think Trump got Michigan.
Aye.
I think it's just down to California at this point.
What a day. What a day, y'all. I like how I go and disappear off of camera. The views go up. As soon as I come back, the views be dipping again. That's some bullshit.
They thought they were going to see something cool.
Just like your crypto.
Exactly. Exactly.
Dang, Charlie.
It's that shit again. Charlie coming in with the burn. It's that shit
That's
again.
a low
Yeah.
blow, Charlie.
Ain't right. I don't got no filter.
I can tell. I call it it's that shit again. Because one time, I remember one of the funniest comments. I used to say this thing all the time. I used to say this all the time. It's like something I say all the time. It's that shit again. It's that shit again. And I remember one time my friend asked me, he's like, dog, what are you talking about? It's what shit again? What are you talking about? Okay? He said, what shit again? What are you talking about? You got to put the soy sauce on this.
Authentic.
All right, man. Election night. Lunch special. Goose lunch. Look at that goose right there. Tell me you don't want this goose.
I can
No.
go for that.
I don't
Tell me you don't
that
want this goose.
I don't want that goose.
You want the goose.
Goose is good.
Goose is
Daniel,
good.
I'm telling
And
you,
you had
if I
goose?
go, I have to meet you because, listen, you think you eat a lot? Yeah. There's no competition.
You think you eat more than me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a food competition with you two.
I'm waiting for the day to meet you just for that.
We'll have an eat off. We'll see who can eat more.
And you're gonna lose, man. See, that was good to me. I can eat anything. I don't have a weak stomach.
Hey, y'all seeing me in HD? Because I'm at my home Wi-Fi. I turned this on 1080p.
Yeah, I'm seeing you fine.
What you can do, I can do better.
I prefer 4K though.
Do goose and duck taste similar? No.
Actually, not really. Goose is more flavorful. Duck is actually
Greasy.
I don't know how to describe it, but like I feel like goose is a little bit richer in its taste.
My mom used to love duck.
Hey, do y'all ever get a chance to eat goose in America?
Never had it.
No?
Once.
I'm pretty sure somewhere in Chinatown there's something. But
Exactly.
I've never-
Dorito can have it. Dorito can just go to Chinatown. Every type of food that I'm eating in China, Dorito, you can have it in New York City. For real. Every
I love
single
going
thing.
downtown.
Pennsylvania is 90% in.
Man.
Orange Man is winning by 220,000 votes.
Oh, he's got it in the bag.
Oh, well, yeah. Now they're. What the hell?
They be celebrating this shit. I could hear it.
Already popping
Maybe
the champagne.
I could hear all the celebrations.
No, wait a minute. CNN says Harris is at 287 and Trump at 251.
What?
287 to 251, Harris.
What?
That's a projection. They're projecting.
I don't know. I don't know.
Scenario.
I better keep my mouth shut so I'll get in trouble.
Look like Nevada's going more Republican, but only 20% in.
Greg, I got you, man. Mr. Donald Trump, and looking soon to be President Donald Trump.
Looking very soon.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, wait till he gets back in the office, man. This man is gonna tear shit up. He kept scores on everybody. I'm telling y'all, he kept scores on everybody.
Why is she gonna go all the way back?
I'm gonna be streaming with some extra intensity from now on, okay? Because I feel like this man might be the one to actually keep TikTok around. So I'm gonna be streaming with extra intensity.
I hope TikTok's still around. Hope they don't ban it.
That's what I'm afraid of. Hi, Daniel. My daughter says, hi, Daniel.
Yeah. Hey, hello to you, hello to you.
Hello to you, he says.
Don't. Oh my God, he is winning Michigan by a lot.
Is he doing his dance yet? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You do it all too well.
Winning by a lot. This is what I love about living in China though, is like you guys are all getting ready to go to sleep. I'm in the middle of the day. I could stay up. This thing could go till 4 a.m. in the morning and I'll still be up. And he's winning Arizona too. This guy is. What would happen tonight if he wins every single battleground state? That would be crazy.
Green.
Winning Nevada.
Nevada, he's winning right now. Yeah.
We know Greg lives in Alabama. Greg, did you even bother to go vote today? Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Allison. Did you even go vote today? Oliver, about you. Oh, I love it. Good American. Thank you for voting, Greg, even though you live in a deep red state. I mean, this sounds crazy, guys, but there is a chance this man might win all 7 battleground states. There's only 5 left.
I'm curious to know if anyone in the chat has had any like really bad arguments with family members because one is against.
I'm sure.
We need to get Tammy Jones on this live stream. Tammy, stop being shy and get on this live stream.
Didn't she say she was going to sleep?
No, she said she's staying up for this.
Oh, did? Oh,
Tammy,
did?
get on this live stream. You know how to do it?
Yeah, someone said they don't talk about it. That's the best way to do it.
Sonia said,
Tammy said my family and friends fight. Tammy, get in here, girl.
we need to get, I'm telling you also, the other thing is Tammy Jones has like the most soothing voice. When y'all hear her voice, all y'all are going to sleep. She will put you to sleep. Okay? I don't think she wants to be on. Tammy.
The fact that I'm on this is a miracle because I hate my voice. Especially as it gets later. I think my voice gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yo, look at the texture of this goose liver right here.
Is
You
there
know
a way to
you-
cook that? Is there like a medium, well done type of cooking, or it's just cooked one way?
Marinated. It's cooked marinated. They marinate this. This whole goose liver was more expensive than the goose rice. The goose rice was only like $5.20 for this whole rice. The goose liver was $9. Almost twice as expensive.
Damn.
So my lunch is like $15, $15, and that includes delivery fee as well. And you saw the interaction I just had with the gentleman. You don't need to tip him. There's no tipping.
It's not accepted, or it's not a thing.
Not allowed.
It's accepted. It's accepted. If I gave him some money, he would accept it.
Oh,
But
Australia, there's
People
no
just don't
tipping
do it.
allowed.
yeah, people just don't do it. How much battery do I have? Anybody lives in New Mexico?
I hear that, Amanda.
You're going to move to Switzerland, huh, Amanda?
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm hungry as hell. This meal is really hitting the spot. Oh my God. Trump is winning Michigan by a lot. By a lot. 7 points. Yo, he's winning by a lot. I feel like at this point, man, it's pretty much we already know what's going to happen now. I mean,
Yeah.
barring a miracle, we're barring a really either a miracle or just outright fraud. I mean, this thing is pretty much.
Yeah, it's
It is-
done. It's settled.
This is, yeah, this looks done, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless they dig up some votes from somewhere.
Unless Russia chimes in and starts voting.
Right. Or they wouldn't help. It wouldn't help Kamala.
Right.
And can you imagine the next few months, y'all? Even before this man gets into office, he gonna tear some shit up, man. I'm telling y'all, man. He gonna tear shit up even before he comes into office.
He'll be right at the front door.
What
Be
a
like,
time
get
we
out.
live in, bro. What a time we live in.
It's something else.
The remote.
Like watching a TV show.
First.
I'm telling y'all, he gonna tear shit up. Let's see what Chinese social media is doing right now. Let's see what people on Chinese social media are saying.
Probably mostly Trump. Red note.
Yep. You are basically getting up to date information on Chinese social media. Chinese people are really paying attention to this stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, man. I'm gonna say one thing about this man. Like I said before, man, it doesn't matter, or it does matter, but policy aside, you respect a human being at the age of 70 something who can just lay around and do nothing because he's so wealthy. Yet he wakes up every single day and works the way he does. He did 4 rallies yesterday. 4 rallies in one day. I mean, I remember one time I saw his schedule. He was doing rallies. He got back to New York City at like 5 a.m. in the morning. And by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, he had to be at the courthouse for the trial. I mean, this man, I'm 34 years old, and I went to sleep at 5 a.m. yesterday because I couldn't sleep, and I feel tired. I feel tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man is in his 70s. He is like staying up till 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning consistently. He's doing all these rallies. That is like superhuman stuff we're talking about. Like, you gotta tip your proverbial hat to this man. Like, this is an incredible accomplishment if he were able to pull this off today. Thank you, Curb.
I like some of his energy to get through my day.
I mean, right. I mean, this guy is like, and he does it. This you gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly, man, I say what you will about the man. I mean, that is superhuman stuff, man. That is superhuman stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, I gotta drive like 2 hours to work and 2 hours back, and the drive alone just drains me.
You drive 4 hours for work?
Yep. I get paid double for it.
Are you still talking in the line?
I get like $2,000 a week or so. But then when the casino goes up, I really make the money there.
Well, you're driving 4 hours a day, Charlie. What do you play in the car?
What? Some Dre, maybe. Right now, since I'm learning
get the Audible app and get some books.
yeah.
Get
I've been recently learning Mandarin in my car, basically.
Get on the hub. Get on the.
I ain't getting on the hub. Hell no, not with all the truckers looking in yet. Oh,
There are a few people that do that I see in the morning. I'm like, what are you doing? You're driving.
That is insane.
But no, I've been putting on some learning lessons of Mandarin, so that's what I've been doing. Keep the time going.
So you've been on the Chinese version of Hub.
Basically.
Okay. I feel you.
Well,
You're honest.
there ain't much to look at because China doesn't really have the hub. It's more of we teach you a lesson and you learn it.
Is your Mandarin lesson free? You pay for it?
Some of it I get off of YouTube, but I do pay for one just to see if there's anything different with it. But I try to do those books that I showed you, that SHKs. I try to do some of that because that came with like an audio book thing that they go through. Now, what do they use down in China? What do they use down in their school?
What?
What do they use down in their school for learning that? You know?
For learning what?
Learning Mandarin. China.
They don't need to learn Mandarin in China, man. This is their own native language. They were
Right.
born with it. They're born with it. They don't use HSK. That's for foreigners.
Right.
Come
So
on, we
what-
gotta call this election, man. We got 5 states left. We
So
gotta call
what,
this election.
what other dialects are there in China?
Oh, by the way, you see Oliver, how he's laughing right now? He only laughing because he don't speak no Chinese no more. Okay? So Oliver don't even speak any Chinese. He can't read and write. Okay? This is, I'm telling y'all, Oliver is totally illiterate. If he was here in China right now, he wouldn't even be able to order no food. He would starve. Okay? He would have to use his Google Translate app. That's the only reason why he's laughing.
Come on, big
Well, I
old
said,
come in the air.
born with it.
I use my translator app all the time on TikTok.
Cat my ass, you know it. How you write the word cat in Chinese? Huh? How you write it in Chinese? You don't know how to write it.
Big old,
Exactly.
you better Google it.
You better Google it, exactly. He doesn't know how to write it. Man, this is crazy, y'all. This is bye
He wrote
bye.
it. He wrote something. I don't know if that's it, but
Oh, this show Yellowstone is coming back. I like that show.
Wait. I cannot
Okay.
wait. I
like
love
that.
that show. Yellowstone.
No.
So, is there a lot of dialects, and then can you understand the different dialects, or not really?
There's a lot of different dialects in China, hundreds of different dialects. Some dialects are based on Mandarin, meaning their dialect is simply a twisted way of saying Mandarin. So I can understand those not pretty easily, but I can understand them. Some dialects are totally not understandable, indiscernible. Cantonese is one of them. Guangxi, where we were just in Guangxi and Guilin. Thank you, Lainey. We were in Guilin just now. That dialect is a disaster. I can't understand anything. Okay, they could be talking about your mama and you don't even know it. So, I mean, it really depends on where you are. But most Chinese dialects is going to sound a little bit like Mandarin. Like you could understand a little bit of it, but most of them.
Kind of like slang a little bit.
My mom
Right.
used to tell me if you're trying to say a certain word, and if you don't have it said right in a certain dialect, it could mean something totally different.
Right. But here's the thing though. Chinese, just like English, is a very context-driven language. Meaning, like, even if you don't like know what the other person is, like sometimes when I'm reading, because my Chinese reading is not perfect, there's still words that I don't recognize. But sometimes you could see a letter, and even if you don't know the next letter, you can make it out by context. That's from reading and writing. Okay. Well, except if you're Oliver, because he's hopeless. He don't even recognize any characters to begin with, so he has no context to work off of. So he's hopeless. He's totally hopeless. Okay, but other than that, if you can recognize a little bit, you know what I mean. You can actually do a pretty good job of reading Chinese if you can make out a character here or there. You know what I mean? Crap my ass. You know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. Hold on, let me go wash my hands real quick.